and take 57. How in the hell are you guys? Corrupt here. It's been a while. I know. Trust me. I'm very rusty at this. But anyway, we're back. I promise. We're definitely back. Anyway, Star Wars Battlefront, final impressions, final thoughts. Alright, I did want to make one of those first impressions vids because that's just done to death. And even the final thought thing is done to death, but I didn't want the whole hype or nostalgia or any kind of fantasy fulfillment is running around at Darth Vader kind of skew my thoughts on this. So it's been a while since the beta's been over. Kind of had a chance to collect my thoughts basically, and yes, I know I'm camping behind a rock because if you notice, there's like no one else pushing up on this side, and I snipe a guy in the face. Yes, you get to see my elite sniping skills. But anyway, the reason to make this vid is basically because I want to give you my thoughts as to what I think is going to be not your hardcore AAA shooter replacement for Battlefield or Destiny, if that's your thing, or Call of Duty. This is going to be one of those games you buy not as your primary shooter, but as a game when you know, everybody gets tired of the other ones, wants to take a break from the other AAA titles coming out. You hop on Star Wars Battlefront. It doesn't mean I'm not going to buy the game. I'm definitely going to buy the game, but I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it at release. It's a dice game, you got to remember that. So we're going to have some issues of some kind. I know this game is kind of a stripped down version when it comes to the weapons. I mean, we're not dealing with 80-some weapons like we were in Battlefield, but Battlefront, the weapons are fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just once you get used to the odd lead that you have to do for the laser guns, it's fine. So there's not really a weapon balancing issue. It's more of a, I would say, spawn placement issue as it is right now. I know that this is technically a beta, or you want to consider it a demo. I'm not sure if this is just a test or what of an old build, but at some point, if you have any kind of testers, you should realize that yes, I don't care what anybody says, Walker Assault is skewed heavily to the Imperial side. I mean, I don't care how awesome you are, MLG Pro, and you think the Rebels can win all the time, but yes, they can win, but only if the smart players get a hold of the right drops at the right time. And the drop system, I'm not a fan of that, mainly because you have a lot of people kind of just running around, going from pickup to pickup, looking for either the heavy duty orbital strike or mainly hunting for the hero pickups. And that's all well and good. It gets people out of the spawn. I understand that logic. That's why it's spread around. But still, it's just not what I think is needed in AAA shooter. I really would prefer some kind of point-based unlock system. When I say that, I really think about like Homefront. If any of you guys played that game, remember that game? It was basically you earn points, and you were able to, at any given time, depending on how much you earned, you could pick between an offensive or defensive. I wouldn't say kill streak, but a point reward. Like you could bring up a little a robot to help you out. Excuse me. You could be able to bring up a little like MERS robot, or you could pick up a small to take down a vehicle or take down and place troops, something like that. I prefer that over just luck of the draw, running around picking up these drops, or just maybe your guy that's sitting in the back of the map sniping decides to run up and grab your orbital strike and use it to kill one guy instead of killing the Walker, which, you know, of course, the Walker are very vulnerable when the Y-Wings come in. That's the only time they can be damaged. But you don't know if your teammates know that. I mean, it's very easy for smart players on the Rebel side to be beaten by dumb players on the Imperial side. That's just the way it is with vehicle drops. And obviously the overpowered, I don't want to say overpowered, but the really, really powerful at drop, when you can pilot at and use all the weapons. That's, I don't care what anybody says, that freaking thing can wipe out any kind of emplacement. They can really get open fire onto these uplinks here that you see in the hangar. That's, to me, that's a little overpowered, a little maybe some bad testing or an oversight. God knows, who knows what's going on in DICE and how they're being pressured to make this game perfect. But I do think it's sort of it's going to be a casual thing. As you see here in this turret, it's just open. I mean, it's sitting here open for anybody to get into, which one of the things I want to kind of complain about is I think only Rebels should be able to get in turrets, just considering the Imperials have the vehicles, mainly the vehicles on the ground. So the turret should be kind of off limits. But that's a lot of negative things I've been talking about. There are some positive things. Even though the game, like I said, is a casual skew, doesn't mean it's not going to be fun. I mean, not every game comes out and has to have some kind of hardcore fan base, and you have to worry about balancing everything out, and especially, like I said, in the case of Battlefield, all the weapons. In the case of COD, you have to balance out all the new movement mechanics and all the weapons and all that kind of stuff, and kill streaks. So this game is going to be very sort of bare bones when it comes to what you're going to be running around doing on the field. A lot of things are going to be based on pickups, and I've already stated my thoughts on that. But Star Wars Battlefront has a lot of potential, depending on how they balance things out, and cooldown timers for certain abilities and stuff like that. I mean, it's really going to be down to how they manage spawns, how they manage the timers on the pickups, and the quality and quantity of the pickups, and of course the map balance overall. Because when I played on this Walker Assault, I wanted to smash things, but I may just have a little bit of a temper. But anyway, guys, like I said, it's just a beta, so I'm not really too concerned about all the balances yet. I just hope these concerns or problems that arise are addressed days and weeks after launch and not months. Come on, DICE, you can do it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is Corrupt, and I'm out. See you.